Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Jay on the Segway. Look, today's video is specifically for a specific subscriber. He shot a video with his camera and he asked me to kind of edit it just to kind of see how it goes. So if you want to watch this video, you can watch it. This is specifically for him, just so he can watch how I do a little bit of editing to a video. But if you like it, watch it. Okay, that's cool. I appreciate it. And give me a like if you actually like it, all right? If you want to see more videos like this, if you guys are wanting to get into editing and you want to know how to do certain things, just let me know. I can kind of do these videos quickly as soon as I get time to do it. And so I did it for him, all right? So thanks. Enjoy the video. All right, so how I did that. Well, I wanted to pinpoint where the bullet was coming out. Let's ignore the firepower for a second, right? And let's look at when the bullet comes out. This is the video clip where the bullet should be coming out. So what I did was I pressed play. I recognized the gun going off. Then I started to pull back a little bit and I stretched the timeline. Remember, I showed you guys, you put two fingers at the bottom here where the timeline is, and you either pull your fingers apart to stretch this out or push your fingers together to make it closer. And I stretched it out a little bit so that when I move the timeline, you see, it's like I can get the frames better. And I'm just looking for the bullet to come out. Now on this one, I think couldn't find the bullet. This is where recording in like 120 frames per second or higher, even if you recorded in 60 frames per second or higher, we'd have a better chance of catching that bullet. Because that bullet, if you're recording at 30 frames per second, that bullet might be moving faster than it might be moving. How can I explain it? If you're recording less frames in a second, there's a chance that the bullet's velocity is a lot faster than your camera can grab with the few frames that you've selected when you recorded it. So if you select more frames while recording the video, you have the camera's opening and closing. It's like flicking, it's like blinking your eyes. The camera's blinking the eyes a lot faster, so it has a better chance of catching whatever moves across it if you're going to select the higher frame rate. So I didn't catch it. It was out of frame here, right? So if I move on to the next one, because I tried it again when he shot the rifle the second time, and I caught the bullet. As you can see, it's right there. It was, the camera happened to have its eyes open. Let's just pretend we're opening and closing our eyes real fast. The camera happened to have its eyes open when the bullet was still in frame while its eyes was open. Where in the other frame, when I tried to catch the bullet, your eyes were closed when that bullet passed through in front of the camera. And that's why I couldn't find the bullet in that first one. And so when the gun is going off, let's go back to this first one. Right where the gun goes off, where the recoil is, I made the little fireball. Now, how did I get the fireball? Well, you have to figure out where the recoil is. So you're playing it back and forth. You slow it down, right? You select the video frame. You pick the starting point of it and then the ending point by using that trim and split button. You hit split to create a start or an ending point, right? Once you get this one fire point, like once you get this shot off inside of one frame, you go over here to the top right where it says speed, and I went all the way to the slowest speed, which is 0.125. Okay, you can also mute this video. Like if you didn't want the sound to play from the actual original video, you can hit mute, or you can keep the pitch, which is going to be like, I'll let you hear it with the pitch. Sounds weird, doesn't it? Because you slowed it down so much, you can't expect the sound of that clip to sound the same. So that's why I usually just keep the pitch off, right? I just want the pitch to slow down with the speed of the video. And right where that recoil is, watch the recoil. You see I have firepower added, right? And I'm going to show you where I got it from. But we're going to play it. Bow. So right where you think that bullet came out, that's where you put the graphic. So I figured out it started right here, right where firepower is. And how to find firepower, you got to go to layer, sticker, and if you scroll all the way, you see how I just, okay, so this menu opened up. You go all the way to the bottom where it says get more, and then you click on get more. Now, I'm doing this on my tablet, and so when you are connected to the internet, you will get access to most of these. If you're a premium subscriber, which means you pay the $50-something a year for this program, which I recommend, but I understand this programming language, okay? So sometimes you have to figure out which editing program interface is best for you to understand. Everybody learns differently. Everybody can kind of like, everybody's visuals are different. That's why I love editing, because it allows you to put your basically allows you to put your creativity into your video. So now you want to look for animations, right? Because you want to like, oh, how do you get the fireball, right? So I'm going to look on the left here. It says text and tiles, action, celebration. We're going to hit, let me see, seasonal special effects. I'm going to hit special effects and see what shows up there. There we go. So you have different packs here. You got this pack right here, right? And if you wanted to download it, you would press, I already have it downloaded. See right here where it has a check mark? It would have a download, like an arrow pointing down. Let me find you one that I don't have downloaded so you can see. See over here on the top right, it's got the arrow pointing down like into a cup or a bowl or something like that. You would hit that, and all of these lightning animations, you'll have them downloaded to your device. So that's how you get anything here. And then you have all these different, if you look to the left again, you have all these different categories of effects, okay? I like to have arrows. So let me see where the arrows might be at. Let me see, recreation, reactions, line art, icons. We can hit icons and see what happens. Okay, so in the icon section, you have things like arrows, and you can download this pack. Like I said, over here on the top right, where mine is a kind of like a opacity out check mark, that would be a download button. You hit download, and everything you see here will be something that you can use. And these are animated, and they have different arrow kits that you can get if you don't want the arrows to move. You just want it to be a plain old arrow. So that's how I get it. And then so right here, let me see right here, firepower, right? When you press whichever one you want, boom. See how I just pressed this one? Now look how the fireball is going to the right. You know how I made it go the other direction? Remember this little arrow right here on the top right of the actual fireball? If you press your finger on and hold it and you spin it, you see how I did that? And all I did was line it up. The one right here with the two arrows going against each other, you pull on that to make it smaller so that it's like relative to what you're trying to do. And then I just shot it off. And see, his gun, right? His rifle already gave me the sound effect for a rifle. If it didn't, then you would go to, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to hit audio. And then you can do the search bar, right? In case you do have a gunshot sound on your device. And I would put gun. And so it says Western gunfight. Let me see. Now let me show you. Let me show you guys how to use that. I can use that. Whoa, go back. We're gonna hit gun, right? Western gunfight. I can use this. Watch how I use this. So I pressed the plus over here, right? So now I just added that whole sound clip, that 21-second sound clip to my video, but I don't need the 21 seconds. I just want the gun sound to go off right where the rifle goes off. So watch how I do this. So we know that the rifle goes off right at the beginning of fire powers, right? Because that's why the fire powers are there. They went off right when a rifle shoots off the sound, they go off. Okay, so we're gonna press the audio here, right? And we're gonna ignore the video and just listen to the sound. We're listening for a gunshot. So we're gonna pinpoint where that is exactly. You see these little sound pieces down here? These little look like a heartbeat. We're finding the one that has the gunshot. Now, if you want to like help figure that out easier, what we're going to do is I'm going to press this video that the gunshot is actually in. I'm going to go to mixer because I want to mute that because I want to be able to hear the gunshot from that sound clip we just added. And I think it's somewhere around here. I think it's around here somewhere. So what I'm going to do is, just to verify, I'm going to listen to it and cut. Okay. Boom. This is where the gunshot starts right here. So what I'm going to do is, everything before it, I'm going to delete it. How do I do that? I'm going to press the sound timeline piece here. There's, it's like an audio timeline. I'm going to go to the top right where it says trim split, and I'm going to split everything. I'm going to get rid of everything to the left of where that gun starts to go off at. Boom. And then all we're going to do is we're going to unselect it, hold our finger down on the sound, right? And then we're going to find that clip where the firepower starts at, right? That's where the gun goes off. And I'm going to just delete it, right? I'm going to take this, because this is machine gun fire. So I'm just going to pick that much of it, hit trim split, and take everything out of the picture from the right of it. And so we're only going to get the sound from a little bit of the gun shooting. Press play. Now, if you want to use more of it, you select it and you just pull to the right, and you'll get more. There's going to be more gunshots though. You see how I did that? So if you guys want to use a more refined sound bit, for example, you would go to audio, and you see on the top right of the screen, you see this little pie looking thing. I don't know what you want to call that. You press that, and now Kinemaster is going to take you to all the sound effects. Now, this isn't just sound effects. Like, you see how we got acoustic, children, cinematic. Look at the file sizes and look at how long they are. These are songs. 1 minute 29, 1 minute 14, 1 minute 29. I'll select one so you can hear it. Okay, so what you want to do is you want a sound effect. So there's 3 different types of sounds. There's regular music, there's short music, and then there's sound effects, right? This one on the far left, you see the one that's highlighted in orange? That is just music. The one below it is short music. And it'll show you 16 seconds, 14 seconds, 14, 14, 13. And you can, like, you just quick tap, right? Quick tap to stop doing it again. This can be for like an intro or extra or outro. If you want to have a little bit of music, you don't want it too long, so you see how long they are, 12, 18. And you just select the one you want, right? That's if you're doing that, but that's not what we're doing. The one below that, you see this little sound thing here? We're going to select that, and this is where all of your sound effects are. And if you just want to put gun, right, you go to the search bar on the top right, you type gun, and see if there's anything for that. Handgun. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We got shotgun sounds. Got handling sounds. Okay. I could simply download it. You see on the far right, you press it, you just downloaded it. All right, so we can go back. Okay, now we're back to the clip. Now the sound profile, the sound that I picked was messy, right? So let's get rid of it. You select it first by touching it. Now it's highlighted in yellow. Anything highlighted in yellow is what you plan on doing something with. All right, we're gonna top right, far top right, you got the little delete button, the little trash can. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna leave the timeline right where it is, right? We're going to hit audio again. We're going to hit SFX. That's sound effects. That's what SFX is short for sound effects. We're going to hit it. And then we're just going to go to the search bar on the top right and type gun again. And we should be able to find that. Shotgun. So that was a shotgun pack. You see how there's a whole bunch of shotgun sounds? That download that we did downloaded all these songs, all these sounds, and you can just pick one. We're gonna just pick one. Now you see how it's got the sound right there. Look at it. We just added it to the timeline. We're gonna go back a little bit, get rid of the sounds. Okay. So being that we know the gun sound is right where the timeline is, this horizontal line, a vertical line, sorry. All we're gonna do is hold our finger down on the sound so that we can move it like this, and we're gonna move it until it's right there. And we're going to go on to the top right because everything before it, we don't need it, right? So we're going to go to trim split and select everything to the left. Trim left is deleted. Then we're going to move it a little bit over, about right there, and then trim right, because we're going to get rid of everything to the right. We only want that pop off. You see that? Hit play. Fire, y'all. Come on, holla at your boy. Holla at me, y'all. Thanks for watching.